Hello everybody, just finished reading The 4-Hour Chef by Tim Ferris, the last book that I just finished. So I'm making a review of this as usual. If you're new to this channel, by the way, this channel is just like book reviews, book summaries, other product reviews also, about like kind of helping you guys out. Like if you're thinking about buying a book, not really sure you want to have a quick video review of it, you can tune into this channel because I read a lot of books, I review them. There's a selfish reason also because I want to summarize books for myself, teach them to another person or whoever, like my viewers here. That kind of helps me teach it to myself also, or kind of learn it twice. When you read something, it's good to like either write or talk about it, so that then you memorize it a little bit better. This book, even though it's chef cookbook, it's not really just a cookbook, it's like a meta learning book. It teaches you how to learn anything faster, not just cooking. Of course it includes recipes, but it's not all about just recipes, this book. There's other things that Ferris also talks about, and of course the main idea is to make you a better chef. But you can also apply these same principles to like learning languages, which he has in the beginning, some examples of how to learn languages faster, because he used to learn Japanese, live in Japan. I'm trying to learn Spanish, so I find that really helpful. Like the main idea is the 80-20 principle, which is really helpful to understand that most things in life kind of fit into that 80-20 category. Like for example, languages perfectly fit in that. Like think about the 20% of the words that you learn are usually gonna give you 80% of the benefit. Like 80% of the time you're gonna just use maybe 20% of the words. It's gonna be the basic words about like eat, comer, or drink, bebo, or bebe, or like if thinking about Spanish. And if you go just out to eat at restaurants, you maybe go to the gym, you go to a dance class, you date or whatever, you're not gonna need that many words in Spanish really. Like then it's a whole completely different thing. Like if you need to install like softwares to someone's computer, or you're gonna like you're the electrician who is gonna like fix someone's electricity or something, like yeah, then you need to learn that kind of stuff. But how often are you talking about like, I don't know what this thing is in Spanish or this thing is in Spanish, but I just don't really need to use it. Like I know how to order food, I know how to like talk to someone, like a little bit small talk and everything. Like if you learn the 20%, it's gonna really help you a lot. Same with any other language, same with any other skill really. Like usually 20% of the efforts amount to 80% of the reward. So if you focus on the wrong things, then you know everything in Spanish about I don't know, you know the vocabulary about, like, I don't know, what would be a good example? I cannot come up with anything. If you just start like learning a specific vocabulary that you're never gonna use in like real life conversations, and it doesn't help you in anything. Then of course this book includes recipes. It has like different sections, like you can see these colors here. By the way, there's like 600 or so pages, this book, with the appendix included and everything. It's a pretty long book, so you can see. But again, it's not just recipes, it has other skills too. Like in the beginning he teaches like a little bit of the meta learning, the languages stuff and other skills you can learn. Then there is like some basic, really easy, simple recipes. He gives you the tools that you need. Like the most cookbooks have the problem that, I mean, the problem with the most cookbooks is that they teach you stuff that are really hard to learn in vague terms. Like he writes here, like a pinch of curry. Like what is a pinch? You need more specific instructions, or like a sprinkle or whatever, like chef terms that most people don't really understand. And then a bunch of equipment you need that costs like thousands. He teaches you like with very minimalistic equipment how you can get started. Gives you all the tools here. I find this really helpful. I bought the knife, I bought a lot of these things. They really make cooking a lot easier. There's some more tools here. Then it goes to some basic recipes you can learn. They're really fast, easy, and really delicious. I've tried some of them, like the scrambled eggs or the cauliflower and stuff like that. It's really delicious. He even talks about tea and coffee, how to make better tea or coffee, the tools you need for that. And then in the next sections there's the wild section, which I found pretty interesting. He talks about like if you had to like survive without like electricity or something, like how would you do that? Like he talks about hunting, or writes about hunting and fishing and all these things, even how to like make food in a trash can, like there's a recipe literally, or how to make in the forest, how to make some food or collect water or make a hut, these kind of survival skills, which was pretty interesting. And how he hunted his first deer, how to make cricket protein bars, like if you literally were out of food, like how would you survive, stuff like that. Then there's gonna be the next section is like the scientist section, where there's like this chemical stuff, like how to change the form of food, like how to make, I think for one example he made like the, what was it, the vinaigrette pearls, balsamic vinaigrette pearls, how to change the form of foods, like how to make liquid solid or solid liquid, or olive oil gummy bears, like kind of fun stuff here. I've tried some of these recipes, again they're really good, but I read through all of this book already, but I didn't try all the recipes yet. Didn't feel the need. I just wanted to read it all the way to the end, and then I'm gonna try some of those recipes over time. Yeah, that was interesting. I'm not gonna really try most of those. Like you don't have to try, of course, all of these, the chemical manipulations and everything. It wasn't that interesting to me really. But then the next one is like, and in that section he also talks about like cheat days, like some fun stuff here. Like they had some challenge where they ate the Ben and Jerry's Monster, like this huge like 20 scoop ice cream for cheat day, and as a challenge who can finish it faster, blah blah blah. There's the, from the YouTube channel, the epic food time or something, epic meal time. They have like this huge like pork recipe, like crazy stuff. Then after that there is the pro section, where it's a little bit more advanced recipes and skills to learn. After that, actually it's the end. Then there's the appendix, some more bonus stuff, like more of the wild stuff, like how to make a fire without any sticks or anything, like with just like this kind of, I'm sure you've encountered this method where you just use the wood against wood to make fire and stuff like that. And then some recommended restaurants and extra stuff there also. So I highly recommend getting this book. I liked it. I've read Tim Ferris's other books too, For Our Body, for our work week. I haven't made a video, I think, on this channel about them because I read them a long time ago. But yeah, I recommend this. It was fun read, good read, bit long. And I feel some of these things, of course, that Tim Ferris teaches, like I feel like you need to have like a lot of time on your hands to really like learn some of these recipes, or how to learn some of these skills that you don't really need in life, really, like juggling 3 balls, like he links to these blog posts and everything, or learning I don't know, like kind of random stuff. But the overall idea of like this 80-20 I like. He talks about it at one point, and I think that was the biggest distinction and thing that I learned from this book is really thinking about things like of course, yeah, like people say like jack of all trades, master of none. But if you're really real with yourself, like you're probably not gonna be like this, like maybe you are, but you're probably not gonna be like the 1% in basketball or something. You're not gonna be like Michael Jordan or LeBron James or something. But doesn't mean that you couldn't learn like the 20% of the skills and just have fun playing basketball. You don't need to be a Michelin star chef to learn cooking. If you learn, like again, the 80-20, the 20% gives you the 80% of the results. Like if you give 100% to something and you're still not like super talented, and you're not gonna be like a Michelin star chef again, or like you're not gonna be like a basketball, like famous basketball player or whatnot. Like yeah, it's important to be focused with something, but doesn't mean that you couldn't have some like hobbies and some things that you also learn. Like again, like if you just give 20% to 5 things instead of like 100% to one thing, you can maybe have a little bit more fun life. Of course, I think most people should have still like one thing that they're more focused on. Like I'm sure Tim Ferris would agree that writing is still like a majority of his time, and his skill set is based around writing books, writing blog posts, but he's figured out these other skills too. Like, it's a more fun life. Like, if you learn a little bit of cooking, you learn a little bit of some other language, you learn a little bit of maybe dancing or martial arts or something like that, and not just like, I have this business and it's in this industry, I must only focus on this. I cannot even learn how to make better scrambled eggs in the morning because I need to be singularly focused. Like, I don't think that's really gonna give you the best life. Like, that's not the good life. The good life is a little bit maybe being like this Renaissance man, not like a jack of all trades, still focused, but a little bit of a Renaissance man, so you learn these kind of skills. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you like this. Give this a like if you found this valuable, and subscribe if you haven't yet. Again, if you're new and you like books, this is the channel to subscribe to, just saying. So that's it, and see you guys very soon.